Sounds interesting. I don't know. I think I have something outside of this conversation going on in the background of my head that's kind of a block. I mean, like getting in the way, and I'm not like fully present enough. Um, and I was just thinking, like, what have I been canceling? And I can think more of what I want to renew more so than what I've been canceling. Um, yeah, I'm just feel like I need to listen more now. I don't know. I feel a
Got
little
you.
off. I feel a little off, and I'm trying to bring it, use my elemental energy and bring it back here. Like physically, I feel my eye twitching.
Mm,
I don't know why
mm,
that it happens every now and then. And I forgot the background of it and what I usually do and why it does that. I don't know. I
mm.
think I was just determined, like, I'm going to World Joy today. I'm not at work this evening and I'm going. And I was doing little stuff, messing with my nails and got a little frustrated about it. We were like, oh, World Joy moment time. Um, but I've been in a lot of conversation today with various people. I hadn't had that in a while, like real conversations. Well, I mean, I've had them, but they're like shorter. I've had longer conversations with different people today throughout my day. Um, so it's a little different. Usually I'm minimal conversations, like people that want to really sit and talk. So it's kind of like, oh, when I come here, it's like, oh, yay, I'll get a conversation. um, but now that I've had more, it's like, okay, how many conversations today? I mean, I started off my morning with a conversation, got a phone call, and it was like, oh, wow, I didn't expect this because I was actually I was planning on trying to make it to the morning things. I was like, oh, they started it. Oh, there's a morning thing, and I want to try to make it. And then I got a phone call, and I was like, okay, I guess this was meant to be. And it's like from the beginning to now, it's been conversation after conversation after conversation. Um, and it's been enlightening because it's like me bringing joy to people. From simple, I walked in the store with a guy was like, he was just looked like frantic, turning red, sweating, bullets. And I'm like, he's like, what can I help you? When I said, first of all, pause and breathe. He was like, like, thank you. And then I told him what I wanted and helped him, told him where it was because I'm a frequent customer. He's like a new um, worker. And I told him, you're doing a good job. You're really doing good. Don't freak out about it. You don't have to be in a rush. We're the customers. We're here because we want what you have. And he thanked me. And he said, I really needed to hear that and wish me a wonderful, happy day. And I was like, yeah, that's what's joyful. And it was kind of like a renewing there. Um, just knowing that a couple little words, a mini conversation makes a difference in my day, the next person's day, and keeping moving forward. And who knows what happened after who else came in the store that could have trickled down to the next person. And now that I've said that I thought I need to listen more, but I feel a little more calmer and more present now.
Well, there's a few things here, Mary. Thank you. I think there's an element of like, okay, how do we come into the room? We've had our conversation, so I just kind of jumped in. I'm like, boom.
Mm-hmm.
But did we actually create the World Joy space? You know, a space where you can actually enter the conversation. It's like actually you had, full day. You know, it's been a full day that's gone on, and like here goes I love the word you said, determined. You're like, I'm determined to be here. I was like, okay, that has its own energy to it. And so I just want to acknowledge the ways of setting up this conversation. And I'm really part of the reason why these types of conversations feel different than others is because we actually keep creating the space and container that we're in. Help people actually arrive. Today we didn't do that. And that's really wonderful for me to be able to be in, to see that it's like, oh, there will be a time where I feel we can just jump in, because I'm like, let's just do the thing. And it is important only always to make sure that we actually have people who've actually arrived in the room and we've actually set the space and container for it. Because I can just start running at times. I'm like, come on in the conversation. It's like, I think I just need to like breathe and sit down and be like, do I want to be here? Like, what am I listening to? All that stuff there. So I want to just like give space to that, give acknowledgement to that, because how we create these conversations is important. Right now, and so we didn't do that beforehand. We can do that at any moment. I'm someone that's like, let's just take the time to do what's needed here. And I heard that you were doing some work with the elements that we talked about in the past. How are you right now in terms of being in this conversation?
I'm taking breaths and focusing on my breaths so that I can be there more, because at first my mind was like, and that's normally how it is, just everywhere. And it takes a lot for me to focus in on one single thing. And when I know it's like way off, more than the 50 different things, it's now 100 or more, I'm like, ooh, I need to breathe. So I've been breathing since like your fourth or fifth sentence.
Yeah. Would you be open for us breathing together here for a bit?
Oh, cool.
Yeah. Let's not add anything new for a little while. What I'm being led to in this moment is to give a space to breathe with each other, and then just ask one simple question that we can both take some time to listen to, right? And just give ourselves, like, slow us down into that space a bit, okay? And then whatever the answer is, or whatever question that comes as a result of that question, we move forward, we complete, whatever it is, but we take it from there. Are you good with that?
Good.
It's the World Joy Movement. Yeah. What was your greatest insight from this conversation? And if you want to come and be a part of a conversation like this live, it's really simple. Just go to beworldjoy.com and come introduce yourself, and let's take the conversation to the next level, because you're there now.
All right, let's play.